Hi everyone, welcome back to Real Patriot Patty. I'm your host Patty. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about a most recent ruling by a judge out of Illinois that allows illegal immigrants to have guns. Now, we as United States citizens, as Americans, need to get our fingerprints, do our background check, register our guns with the government, and go through gun handling safety courses while an illegal immigrant crosses the border illegally and is able to now carry a gun. Our country has been turned upside down for the last 3 years, and with this court ruling, it makes this so much more dangerous. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the facts of the case, but most important of all, what this truly means with relation to having millions of illegal immigrants under Joe Biden's wide open border for the last 3.5 years pouring into our country, and us Americans and future situations that will occur. So this ruling came from a U.S. District Court Judge, Erin Coleman, from the Northern District of Illinois. Now, she was appointed by former President Obama. In this case of the illegal immigrant, the judge ruled that it is unconstitutional that an illegal immigrant was in possession of a handgun, an illegal gun. She stated that it was unconstitutional. So let's rewind a little bit and look at the current crisis at the border. President Joe Biden and his administration is for illegal immigration. Over the last 3 years, millions of illegal immigrants have poured into the United States through our southern border. Now, majority of the illegal immigrants coming across are actually men. It's not women and children seeking asylum. It is actually men. They are being set up in 5-star hotels in New York City and shelters all around the country. They're getting free housing, free food, free cell phones, free health insurance, and free access to whatever they please. This, of course, is done on purpose, which we'll dive into a little bit later in this video, but it is crucial for people to understand that we are being invaded at the border, starting internally from our government allowing this, with, of course, a greater purpose. Now, the reason why this ruling is so important, because we have to understand what this means. Goal of the woke left and the Democrats is to take away our Second Amendment right to own guns. The reason for that is because the United States is the only country in the world where you are able to protect yourself from the federal government and from things around you because you're able to have guns. In Canada and in Europe, guns were taken away from citizens. As we can see what the result of that is. It is all for control. So America is the only country left on this planet where you are able to have a gun. It is our Second Amendment right. However, they are trying to do everything and anything that they can to get rid of it. For example, shootings. Normal people who have guns have them for self-protection. When shootings occur, it is because of mental illness. People who commit these crimes are not normal people. They are mentally sick. Which is why, for example, in the most recent case, there was a transgender shooter. But the woke left media will not mention the word transgender because it does not fit their narrative. The point is to scare people and in theory show how guns are bad, although they are good, by suppressing the actual information and facts of the case. So the whole goal is for the government to take away your rights. We have less and less rights every single day. It is very visible, but to people who are sleeping, who are brainwashed, who are indoctrinated, who have no clue what's going on in this country, have no idea. And they do not even understand the importance of guns because they're woke left Democrats. This exemplifies the weaponization of the government against us. But now with the ruling of the case of allowing an illegal immigrant, an unlawful entry migrant into our country to now be able to have a gun is only going to make that situation worse. Think about it. We do not know who's coming across the border. We have criminals coming across the border from countries like Venezuela and Mexico, Colombia. You do not know what kind of crime these people have committed because let's be realistic. In these countries, people are involved with gangs. They're gang members. They commit crimes. They pay off the police with bribes and they do not go to jail or serve their sentence. So you don't know the history of criminals. We do know that there are criminals coming across. We do know that there is even terrorists coming across. But we don't know every single person coming, who they are, or their crime history. So the woke left and the Democrats welcome illegal immigrants and say it's okay for them to have guns despite the fact that they are here illegally. but they want to take guns away from us Americans and limit what we can and cannot buy. Everyone needs to think about how dangerous that is. How dangerous is it that you have millions of illegals pouring in, people who have committed crime, and now you allow them to have guns? You allow illegal immigrants to have guns. Do you understand what that means? Further expand on this gun control, veterans now are targets of having their guns taken away from them. The woke left and the Democrats want to limit guns to veterans. And here is a direct statement from the White House. The administration remains committed to exploring every possible pathway to keep guns out of the hands of those who shouldn't have them and ensure the safety of these individuals and their communities. Committed to exploring every possible pathway to keep guns out of hands of those who shouldn't have them. That means illegal immigrants. They are talking in this case about veterans, that they do not want veterans who have served their country, who have sacrificed their life. Of course, Democrats have no clue what that's like because they go everything against the Constitution, everything against we the people, everything against America, and have zero appreciation for people in the service or people who have served this country. But in this case, they're talking about veterans. They're saying that veterans and people who shouldn't have guns in their hands, that they need to be removed. They should not have that option. But you're giving rights to illegal immigrants from Constitution for the American citizens now to illegal immigrants? Do you guys see the picture here? Do you see how they're allowing the invasion of the border with millions of illegal immigrants? Now, for example, Tyson Foods is going to hire these illegal immigrants. They're getting everything for free. Shelter, food, phone bills paid for, health insurance, everything that Americans have to pay for. So you have to pay for your house, for your car, for your phone, for your health insurance. You go to work and illegal immigrants get all of this for free. And on top of that, now they can have guns. These guns will be used against you. Do not think that they will not, because that's the purpose. They want to take rights away from you, from having guns, but they give them to illegal immigrants, people who are in this country illegally. How insane is that? We are being replaced by illegal immigrants. We are being invaded from within through this administration with all the choices and decisions they make. And now this judge stating that it's okay for an illegal immigrant, a unlawful entry migrant to our country, to have a gun. She's saying that is okay because it violates the constitutional right. What rights do illegal immigrants have entering this country illegally with the Constitution? This is so important. Not only their government is coming for your guns, not only they want to take away your Second Amendment of not having guns, they now give guns to illegal immigrants, while we as Americans have to go through a rigorous process and register all of our guns with the government so they know exactly what you have and what you don't have. Now, illegal immigrants enter the country, crossing the border, get everything for free, and now have the ability to have guns. This is so important for people to understand. This is a huge problem. This judge that was appointed by President Obama, which makes sense, needs to be prosecuted for this. This is endangering the lives of this whole country of millions of Americans. You think there's not going to be shootings that later will be blamed on us, on lawful citizens of this country who have the gun as our Second Amendment right for our own protection? You think that's not going to be used against you, that we are the ones that are causing the shootings, despite the fact there's millions of illegals coming here with crime background, with gang involvement, with sex trafficking, with importing of drugs? This is the biggest problem our country is facing now under Joe Biden's administration, with the woke left Democrats supporting this, and now this ruling that allows illegal immigrants to have guns. Our replacement is already here, getting everything for free, pouring across through our southern border like there is no tomorrow. People need to wake up to this and understand how important this case ruling is by this judge. She is allowing illegal immigrants to have guns. Do you guys understand what that actually means? That's not only a threat to our society, to American citizens, to our country, but to our rights to have guns. And all of this will be used against us. Like I said, our replacement is already here. This is all a part of the greater plan. And people are sleeping and think this is conspiracy theories. It's not. It's using a brain and applying logic to everything that is happening around us. I urge people to, of course, protect yourself with your Second Amendment right to stock up on everything that you need to, because this is all coming, as we see in this case. The fact that illegal immigrants are here illegally already, and they're getting everything for free, and now have the ability to own guns, is extremely scary. I hope people will understand how important this case is. this ruling of allowing illegal immigrants to have guns, to see for the last 3 years of how many millions of illegal immigrants who are terrorists, have committed crimes before, who are drug smugglers, who are human traffickers, other people, the majority of men that are coming here. We'll see how the woke left Democrats and this administration wants to ruin our country. For the first 3 years, they pretended nothing was happening. Now they cannot pretend anymore because the evidence, videos, pictures, and illegal immigrants getting everything for free everywhere, including staying in New York City at 5-star hotels for free, they cannot hide it anymore. Now they're spinning it that Republicans are the ones causing the border crisis because we do not want to sign bills and legislations that are full of everything else except what we need. Meanwhile, all Republicans have wanted to do for the last 3 years is to shut down the border while they've kept it open. They are literally destroying our country from within with their own policies by allowing millions of illegal immigrants to pour in our country and now have guns. If you think this is not bad news, this is one of the worst news in terms of what the illegal immigrants can do, and that is to have a gun, because it's going to be used against us and it's going to create more problems that later will be blamed on us as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. May God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you in my next episode.